EER Entertainment.
Vibe. He's his own person.
Right, but you kind of gotta be that way in New York. You know what I mean? Like
You
have
got
to have
to.
confidence. You have to.
That's why I give Teague so much like.
Props.
I couldn't do New York right now.
No, I couldn't do New York. I'm not like I don't know myself enough. I'm not whole enough for myself. Like I just do not know my.
I don't have the money
yet.
for that right now. That's
Yeah,
my
that
thing.
Too.
That's
like,
my thing. I'm like
that too. Like that's a whole other ball game. Like you gotta have balls to the wall.
you gotta be able to know which train you're gonna get on, what time you gotta leave at, so that you can get to where you need to be on time. Like
and you gotta like be tough enough to deal with the city. Also, like there are still so many people that are like impoverished and they will fight you for like your money or your
they
living.
need it.
Yeah,
They're living their own reality.
They're struggling, yeah. And so it's like you gotta really have balls
To fucking live in New York.
Yeah.
You gotta live in New York, you fucking bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Isn't that so funny? Don't you remember that we were like dreaming of living in New York when we were like in high school?
Fuck
like,
New York.
We're like, we're gonna go to NYU.
I'm like, I wanna go to fucking like, I don't even know where I wanna go. I wanna go to like fucking Northern California, get a cheap house, and then like retire in the mountains.
Oh,
Like,
dude, I would totally live. I would live for that. The mountains are so pretty.
even like Colorado, I would live in like Durango, like the area that we went to.
Mm-hmm.
That area where it's like, it was like mountainous, but like the city was built in the mountains, and we stopped at that like grocery store.
I would totally live with you.
I would too. No, let's do it. Like wherever we go, we'll go
Like
together.
if I don't have a relationship, I'm gonna go live with you. That's like always in my plan B.
It's fine.
Just
That's
gonna
fine.
live with Edan.
That's fine. And Camden told me, he said it was like staring into the devil's eyes.
I mean, when you've gotten to the point where he's at,
You got to.
you have to.
You're gonna have people trying to fuck you over.
Right. And I feel like you have that mentality that you could be up there and be like dead in the face, but you'd still have compassion.
For the
like,
people close to me.
Right.
For sure.
But like, yeah, you've got to be like.
I feel like I would. I'd be a perfect I'm a psychopath. Like
Yeah.
No, the thing with me is that I'll think about it and I'm like, yeah, that's like the probably logical thing to do. But then I'm like, I don't have the heart to do that right now. Right now. Could you imagine? Like,
Yeah,
oh my
no,
God.
I definitely think, like, if you were a CEO, like, I literally, like, I'm not even lying to you, I put, like, all my trust and confidence in you. Like, if anyone's gonna be up there, it's you,
I think
in
that
my perspective.
I want to, like, and it's just a matter of, you know, I don't know why I've put so much doubt into myself when I was in high school. Like, I didn't have the anxiety. I didn't have any of this.
But because you had, like, a secure home, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you had, like, security, you had a home, you had friends, like,
Yeah.
like, the only really thing that bothered you was your weight. And
That was the only thing that bothered me.
You didn't even let that get to you most of the time. Like,
Yeah.
you were very social. And then, like, bam, like, you moved to a new state, shit with your dad, like, blew up, and then, like, your family, and then it just, like, shit hit the fan really fast, you know what I mean? That's gonna affect you.
Yeah.
Whether you don't let it affect you at the time, because you usually don't.
And I didn't let it affect me for 5 years.
Exactly.
For 5 years.
You don't let anything affect you. You're the type of person who's, like, gonna hold it off because you're like, I gotta keep going. And that's exactly what you did.
That is what I did.
You didn't let it affect you, and now it's catching up to you, it's biting you in the ass, and it's like, okay, now it's our turn.
Now it's your turn to deal with it, let it go, all that good
Yes.
stuff. And right now is the best time to do that, I think. I'm getting where I want to be emotionally. Like, sure, I get high every day, but like, it's because what else are you gonna fucking do here?
It's not a problem.
What are you gonna do
But
here?
it's not a problem.
I know.
Also, like, that's legal in other states. It's not a problem. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not something.
Look at Jeffree Star. He's the biggest stoner in the world.
California is the biggest fucking state in America, and it's legal in all the entire state.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me that it's a problem. You know what I mean? It's really not. It's a plant. It's not like you're doing fucking LSD or cocaine.
Exactly. That's
or
what I
heroin.
try and say. And then the thing that throws me off is grandma.
But because they come
From a
again
different
from a
time.
different time.
And
They
she
are
talks about how
time
I'll never
capsules.
do any of that stuff. My mother was an addict. My mother was this. And I'm like,
They're
I'm like,
time
that
capsules.
was a different time. Like, you gotta remember. And I told her, I went and saw that movie Judy. Renee Zellweger did a fucking fantastic job.
Right.
But when I told my grandma the background of Judy Garland, she thought she was like this perfect girl, just like
She didn't know about the
She
drug
didn't
abuse?
know. She didn't know that Mr. Mayor was there giving her uppers, making her work 72-hour days. When I told her that, it kind of like ruined it for her. It ruined The Wizard of Oz. It ruined everything for her. It was like...
That's a reality though.
And she's like, why do people do that? And I'm like, you gotta remember, there were no labor laws back then.
No.
There was no
child
sobriety. There was nothing like that. So they could do whatever they wanted to you.
They could abuse her however they wanted.
And they could mentally fuck you up. And from the age of 13, Judy Garland was getting uppers for 72-hour days, then giving sleepers for 4-hour sleeps. Her and Mickey Rooney went through the same shit. And I'm getting all chills right now.
Because her brain wasn't even developed at the time, too. And
it
then
was
drugs.
And she was used to people doing stuff for her, regulating her things, so that when she went to do London, that was her final tour in London, because she was homeless. She got kicked out of her apartment there at the Roosevelt Hotel in Los Angeles on a school night for her kids. So she had to drive, suck up her pride, go leave her kids at her ex-husband's house, left the kids there while she left to London because London wanted her to do a tour, moved to London for a few months, and that was her final tour when she was 47 years old. And they give her an itinerary, and that was it. An itinerary. You show up this time, do this thing right here, right here. She didn't know how to fucking do any of that. She was used to things getting regulated. She was used to people dressing her.
Yeah.
All this shit. And it was like...
That's so crazy.
And she died. She died homeless. She died broke. She died at the age of 47 years old, away from her kids. It's a whole fucking different world. Like, my grandma's mentality is, if people have it all, why do they ruin their lives? It's like, maybe they didn't ask for that shit. She always wanted to be a normal little girl.
Yeah,
like,
you don't know what's like... You don't know what I'm saying about before?
I don't fucking know.
We always do this.
Take a sip.
What were we saying? Oh, Judy Garland. But what were we talking about before that?
Our lives. Legalization. How... Well, it's just a South Texas mentality.
It's literally just... Where was I? What the fuck? My grandpa. My fucking grandpa. I was at his house the other day, and he was like talking about how, because he works for Pioneer, and he's worked for Key and Pioneer literally all of his life. He's worked in the oil field. I was asking him, I was like, why are y'all so short-handed? And he was like, well, because we pull hair. They pull a follicle test in your hair, and you can go literally all the way very back to see what drugs you can do. But they only go 3 months, though. But he was talking about, it's like, well, these young guys, like, they don't think marijuana is illegal, but it is illegal, and all of this stuff. And he was like, they think they can do the CBD stuff and still go to work. And I was just like, wow, like it was just,
it's crazy. It's like,
yeah, it was
where they're like, they think it's a mind-altering drug, and I'm like, well, look, when I got Grandpa stoned that one time, no, he was the best mood, willing to go and talk to anybody, was actually eating good food, was taking care of himself, and was enjoying a movie. All this time right now, he's in pain. He's sitting at the computer playing solitaire. He'll sit down at the chair, put the movie on silent because the hearing hurts his ears too much or whatever. He'll go and lay down. He'll spend from 4 a.m. until 10 a.m. struggling, falling asleep in bed. And it's like, why? Like,
why are you gonna suffer through that?
Take a little gummy bear, lay down, and you're good. Relax tonight. Let your body unwind.
Yeah.
I just want them to, like, live forever. And, like, I have to force grandma. I have to tell her, if you love me, drink this cup of water.
Really?
She won't drink water.
Why? My grandma won't drink water either. But they, like, just grow their own mentality. Like, in small towns like this, like, they're not exposed
to anything.
It's not even, like, it's not, because my mom gets mad at me for saying people are uneducated. It's not even that. Like, it's
an unwillingness to educate yourself.
Right. It's, like, it's stubborn. Like, it's very stubbornness. It's like not wanting to change your lifestyle, not wanting to explore, not wanting to learn, not wanting to just adapt to the world. Like,
that is revolving around you. Right. That is processing itself faster.
Functioning, that's learning, that's moving. Like,
they learned something one time and that was it. They know it all.
Right. And that's this town. Like, that's literally is this town. Like, that's...
But it's when you get introduced to other people's small-minded mentalities, that it cultivates a brand new existence in your core being. It's like I'm surprised I haven't gotten backlash for this.
I know, I'm surprised.
And I haven't. I really haven't.
That's
I've got girls that, like, I've had the workers at HEB come up and be like, your nails are so pretty, I gotta touch them before I give them a hole. Like, that shit. Like,
really?
that type of shit.
That's
But, like,
cute. I know.
I've had one old dude, and it was at Walmart, and I was walking down, and I had my hands like that. I was just walking down the side. I think he saw them, but he just made, like,
a face.
it was like a, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
that's a thing? Like, that happens? I thought girls do that. Like, no, it's like,
I know. Even me just dressing like this with
when
a
we were,
hat,
you should,
like,
I've already, like, moved it out of my face,
mhm.
but we had so many looks just in the amount of small people we saw at Walmart.
I know. Like, my mom tells me that too. She's like,
Why are you trying to get attention?
yeah. I'm like,
It's like, I'm just dressing
this
normally.
is the way I would dress in Austin. Like, this is the way I dress normally. This is my personality. Like,
Yeah.
why do I have to adapt
Yeah.
to the lifestyle here when I come here? That's not.
When I bought those shoes, the girl asked my mom, are these the right size for you? And she was like, oh no, they're for my son. And the girl was like, you're buying shoes for your son?
She was like that.
She was like, oh, like, that's a thing? Okay. And you know who works at... Hey guys, thank you all for tuning in to this kind of weird, kind of all over the place podcast that me and Desiree did. This was an accidental drunken night, so if you made it this far, thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to try and do more stuff like this because it is very exciting, and we do just like getting our opinions out there. So if you liked it, leave a comment in the description and let us know how you were vibing with us.